So like I showed before, here's the crack in the case. You can see it goes across right there. Can you see it? Right there. And when we got all the guts out of it, you can see right here where the crack goes across. Anyway, the light really doesn't help. The crack goes right across the case, right here and around this ring. That's where it cracked. So we got on Amazon and got all the gaskets and seals, and I just got the one that had clutches and seals because it wasn't much more, and a new filter, and it was like 87 bucks. So I ended up, I'm not using any of the clutches and seals. I'm going to use some of the gaskets and seals in it, and my beautiful feet. So I got the reverse clutches and piston back down there with a new seal. The same clutches and seals. Got the planetary down in it. Got the, I think this is a Ford or high gear drum, I forgot what they call it. Got the band stuck back on there, reused all the band and everything. So we're getting it back together with this other case, and going to hopefully get this thing back in the car here in the next few weeks. Just going to throw the valve body back in there the way it is. I'm not going to disassemble it. I may look in the front pump and put a new seal around this. So that's what we're doing now. Out here filling up with this racing gas. $1.55 a gallon racing gas. Me and Dad finished up getting the transmission together last night. I really made that case look nice, didn't I? So, gonna try to throw that thing up in the Starlet today and get this thing back going again. Got my taillight fixed. Looks pretty good, don't it? I thought so. So, hopefully this thing will work. I put it all together by myself, so we'll see. Alright, we got her unloaded out of the wagon. I just took the Sawzall and cut these ears off there because they won't really fit in the car, especially this guy. I don't remember my other one having this huge piece. So got my awesome Circle D converter in there. You see it's a billet, and it's got the it's got 3 different bolt patterns on it, so you don't even have to have an adapter to put a powerglide to a LS if you buy this converter. Love this thing. So about to stick this thing in there. Alright, got it up on the lift here. Thought I'd give you a little peek. All this is stuff I made because it used to have a sway bar that came up here where the front frame rails used to be, but I made these bars to set my caster. There's the trans tunnel that me and RJ made. Here's the shortest panhard bar in the world. It probably doesn't work right. There's my dual AEM fuel pumps. One of them is boost referenced. You can see how much of this we had to cut out. But anyway, there it is from underneath. Here's my steering shaft and my motor mounts. This one's actually mounted off the air conditioning bracket, I guess. So most people would probably have a motor plate and everything, but you know, it's not a race car. So Roy and RJ helped me real quick, and we stuck the transmission up in there. I still got to put the bell housing bolts in it, wire up the trans brake, transmission lines and cooler, and drive shaft. So still got some stuff to put in it, but it is in there. So we're going to get the details hooked up and get this thing back running real soon. Alright, now we got the floor mounted transmission cooler on, got it wired up. Just got to hook the shifter up. I'm hoping my shifter is not in park because it's not lining up at all. Got some race car fasteners on here, just a few, not too much. And got my transmission lines hooked up. So now we just gotta lower it down, get the shifter hooked up, and put fluid in it. Alright, so we got the transmission in. I made a little test drive in it. Everything works, trans brake works. So we got it back together. We just got to, I know I had an exhaust leak. I could feel a little lag with the turbos building boost, so I need to take the exhaust manifolds off and reseal them. I can see it's leaking a little bit. Let's see if the battery's still up. The battery was dead.